standing there. And come on in and just have a seat.
Don't worry, I've got the linens. We can spread them out for lunch. Oh, you can sit down. We're going to have a lunch for all the people who've been so kindly helping us to build this wonderful church of St. Thomas. And so I'm going to put the tablecloth on, and then I'll get the candles. I'm really glad to see you all here today. Oh, my name is Mrs. Sluggett, and my husband will be writing the first history of St. Thomas Church. Well, as a matter of fact, I will tell him the history of the church, and he will write it. So the women of the church decided that they'd really like to get together and serve a luncheon to all the people who've been helping us build here. These are the people that we're having the luncheon for. I have to say, I think the hat is better in person than it is in the picture. So Mrs. Gunning and Mrs. Thompson, they were very good. They got together all the china and the cutlery and everything that was needed for the luncheon. And we needed 1 buggy and 2 horses to do so, because this church of St. Thomas is built at the end of a very muddy logging road. At the luncheon, I took one of the little silver spoons and I went outside and I buried it. And my intention was to come back here in 100 years and show you where the spoon was. But of course, when I got back to have a look for it, you built a church hall on top of it. Why did we build a church here on a muddy logging road next to a swamp and miles from anywhere? The land was very reasonable to buy. So we bought the land, and the other thing is, of course, that place over there, Vancouver, is growing to such an extent now that we felt we would have a lot of new people come into our congregation. There was a service held by the Venerable Archdeacon Penreath and the Reverend G. Wilson. That's right, and they took the first services here, and there were 175 people sitting here in the pews. 175, and do you know at the collection, there was $14.50. $14.50! That's more, or about 4 cents, for every person who was here. And over the years, we've had some changes. We've had things that have happened. And one of the things that has happened here is that we've added and built on to this church. We built a hall and we've built a rectory. Yes, we built a rectory for the parish priest. Rather a fine rectory for a parish priest, I might say. I taught Sunday school, and now let me see, there's one person who used to come to Sunday school. Her name was Margaret New, and she used to come along to Sunday school, very lively little girl, and grew up to be Peggy Upton, and she's a lively adult. We're all joined together here. We're joined together in the rafters, in the pews, in the music that's sung, and it's important to realize that we really serve God in a place like this. I've lit that, and now I'm going to turn this round, because this becomes the table of the Lord for you to come and share in communion together. We know that the Lord has walked with us for 100 years, and we know that he will continue to do so forever and ever. Amen. And now we're going to sing a hymn.